My name is Anofi Aziza. On these occasions, I will tell the story of Rapunzel by the Brothers Grimm. There were once a man and a woman who had long in vain wished for a child. At length, the woman hoped that God was about to grant her desire, and finally, the wife became pregnant. There's a beautiful walled garden behind their house, which was full of the most beautiful flowers and herbs. One day, the woman was standing by this window and looking down into the garden when she saw a bed which was planted with the most beautiful lampion, or Rapunzel. We know it as lettuce. And it looked so fresh and green that she longed for it, and had the greatest desire to eat some. This desire increased every day, and she knew that she could not get any of it. She quite pined away and looked pale and miserable. So she decides to tell her husband she will die unless he brings her some of Rapunzel. That night he climbs stealthily over the wall, picks a handful of Rapunzel and hurries home. His wife loved the taste so much that her cravings strengthens, and the husband forced to steal some more Rapunzel. Unfortunately, the walled garden is owned by Enchester, who catch him on his second visit. The husband explains why he is there, and the witch agrees that he can pick as much Rapunzel as he wants, if he promises to turn the baby over to her as soon as it borns. Time passes until finally the child is born. Instantly, the witch makes off with the baby, whom she names Rapunzel. When Rapunzel is 12, the witch imprisons her in a stone tower that has neither stair nor a door. The witch herself cannot visit Rapunzel unless the girl lets down her long braids to make a ladder. They continue in this way for several years. One day, a passing prince heard Rapunzel singing in the tower and became desperate to meet her. He watched from behind as a tree the enchanters called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down." The girl obeys, and the witch climbs up to the windows. That night, the prince goes to the bottom of the tower and uses the same words to call Rapunzel. Down tumble her braids, and the prince quickly climbs up the tower to Rapunzel's rooms. The prince and Rapunzel soon fall in love, and together hatch a plot to free her. However, the witch discovers the plot, chops off Rapunzel's hair, and banishes her to the woods. She then used the thorn blades to lure the prince up to the tower. When he arrives at the window, the witch cackles that your darling little wife is lost to him and he will never see her again. In despair, the prince throws himself from the top of the tower. He lands in bramble patch and thorns scratch out his eyes. Blind and forlorn, he wanders alone for many years until he stumbles across the wilderness where Rapunzel and their twins, a boy and a girl, have taken refuge. Hearing Rapunzel's sweet voice, he follows the song. When Rapunzel sees him, she bursts into tears and throws her arms around him. His tears magically erase the prince's blindness. He takes her and the children to the kingdom, where they live happily for many years. Analysis of the Rapunzel story by the Brothers Grimm. Although Rapunzel gets the story's titles, she is presented almost as a proof. The story most powerful them is not love wins in the end, but raising children is hard. Parenting is a source of ambivalence for every adult in this tale. Rapunzel's parents desire a child fiercely, but not fiercely enough to challenge the witch. The witch also wants a child, but she is unprepared to grant the girl the normal range of independence that would be expected for adolescents. We know that the witch locks her up in the tower when she turns 12. This is a dysfunctional way to show love since truly loving parents understand that at some points their children will need their independence. It's not clear the witch realizes Rapunzel is pregnant, but her response is typically of all too many parents in melodramas. She kicks the girl out of the house and makes sure to punish the baby's father as well. Raising twins alone in the wilderness must be hard. Rapunzel is barely managing to survive when her prince finds her. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.